guys, this is episode 24 of MLB 17 The Show. I am your host, JD. Zach Dawson, this is JD of the Iamacreator community. If you guys are joining in, want to catch more MLB 17 managing the Detroit Tigers this morning, every 3 to 4 days a week, make sure you guys hit that red support button, smash that like button, tweet it out, share a comment, add it to a playlist, and we can go for a good drive, as we're actually on the weekend this time. If there's anybody in the chat that does have a Facebook and a Twitter account, you guys can share it, tweet it out, add it to a playlist. We watch our videos in full. We like the videos in full. Share the videos, tweet them out, add them to a playlist, and we are good to go. And we never ask for support back afterwards, guys. If you guys have any questions about the idol, you guys can vote either Aladdin or the Greatest Showman from the lamp. 27 to 12, Aladdin leads by 15. So the Tigers won the first one 5-2. Can they do it again to come with a big climb? Or will it be the 8-14 White Sox? Is this actually a game 2, 5-18 Tigers taking on the 8-14 Chicago White Sox? The starters will be Anibal Sanchez, 1.3, well actually 1-3, 5.25 ERA, 24 strikeouts. Taking on 8-14 White Sox, and on the mound will be Ronaldo Lopez, 2-1, 14 strikeouts, 4.71 ERA. Game 2 in Kamora Park. Tigers won the first one 5-2 after a 16-game losing streak. We'll see how things go this morning. So yeah, on the mound, I started pitcher, right-hander for the 5-18 Tigers, as I pointed out earlier this morning. And about Sanchez, 1-3, 5.25 ERA. And his starting lineups for the 5-18 Tigers. Jose Iglesias, shortstop, bats first. And Kessler's bats second. Miguel Cabrera at third. Trey Mancini at fourth. Nick Castellanos at fifth. Mikey Montauk at sixth. Deco at seventh. Brian Holiday at eighth. And center fielder batting ninth is Alex Presley. The staff looked at Brian Holiday. He got tired after that win with the 5-18 Tigers, so he'll get some rest. So how is everyone doing this morning? Hope you guys are good and keep yourselves healthy and keep everybody good. So I go back tomorrow. It's 10 to 6:30 as we speak for anything that's good in general. And then I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday again, so I'm still a lucky son of a bitch, I'll tell you. But it's not all too bad, really. It's just been tired. Well, my opponent and I were going to get on the call a little after 11, but once again I was tired, but it's not all too bad. It's just we waited for almost a moment. It's my PS4 chat was not looking good. And it's the 5-18 Tigers taking on the 8-14 White Sox in game 2 in Kamora Park. And on the mound for the 5-18 Tigers, Anibal Sanchez, making his 5th start of the series, 1-3 record, 5.25 ERA, giving up 23 hits, 6 walks, and 24 strikeouts on his resume. Tigers won the first one 5-2. And batting for the 8-14 White Sox, Tim Anderson batting .247. 5 home runs, 9 ribbies. Here's the pitch. See what happens this morning. Strike one to the left. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me. Hopefully the PS4 chat can hold up a little bit, but we'll see. So how is everyone doing this morning? Hope you guys are good. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Blue Jays 2, Rays 2 in Toronto. Comes in 0-2 offering. Ball 1 at the bottom. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. 63 degrees and clear skies inside the 5-18 Tiger Stadium in Detroit. In game 2, Kamora Park. 1-2. Here it comes. Ground ball center field. Game 2 in Kamora Park in Detroit, and that will be a single. So a single for Chicago in game 2 in Kamora Park. Look at it one more time. Ground ball center field. That'd be Tim Anderson with a single. Runner at first, nobody out. Here's the pitch by Sanchez. Runner steals second from first. Not a bad idea for the 8-14 White Sox on the middle of the plate. Gets the steal. Look at it one more time, guys, and that was strike one. Excuse me. Then we steal second, runner at second, nobody out, 0-1 offering. Foul ball on the left, strike two. Game two in Kamora Park.
No one out with a runner at second.
And he struck him out, and that's out number one for the White Sox. Not that bad of a pitch by Animal Senses. And there's the starting lineup for the 8-14 White Sox. Game 2 in Kamora Park. Giovanni Soto batting .292. Delmonico batting .338. And Ingalls back on the lineup, from what I'm seeing. And up next, right-handed batter Jose Abreu, batting .259, 3 home runs, 10 ribbies. Here's the fifth offering. Foul ball to left, strike one, game two in Kamora Park.
Here comes the 0-1.
Foul ball to left, strike two. Runner at second, one out, top of the first, game two. And it's low. It's low, and it'll be scored as a wild pitch. Runner goes from second to third. In game two in Kamora Park. And that will be scored as a wild pitch off his hand. So there's a couple things that are on the slab today, and I'll give you guys a game lineup while what's going on. You guys will have a new episode while it's scored as a wild pitch. Comes a 1 and 2. Foul ball to right in the stand, strike two. Runner at third, 1 out. And here's the pitch by Sanchez. Foul ball to left, strike two.
So he stays alive with 2 strikes. Now another 1-2.
Swing and a miss, and that's the second out for the White Sox. Game 2 in Kamora Park. Tigers won the first one 5-2. Not that bad of a pitching look by Animal Sanchez on the mound for the 5-18 Tigers. Brings up right-handed batter Avicio Garcia, batting .176, 1 home run, 5 ribbies. So the lineup today, it will be, well, you guys are going to get a new episode of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis and Greedfall. So Greedfall might be this afternoon, and then Resident Evil 3 Nemesis tonight. Fly ball left center field, racing back, and he makes a wonderful catch, and the inning is over. Well done by the 5-18 Tigers defense. White Sox leave 1 in game 2 in Kamora Park. At the bottom of the first, White Sox nothing, Tigers nothing. And so far on the mound for the N14 White Sox in game 2 in Detroit, guys, Ronaldo Lopez. Lopez making his 5th start. 2-1 record, 4.71 ERA. He's also given up 22 hits, 9 walks, 14 strikeouts to his resume. And due up for the Tigers, right-handed batter Jose Iglesias, batting .167, 2 home runs, 6 ribbies. Tigers won the first one in Kamora Park 5-2. Ball went to the left.
Herald these White Sox as they enter play.
You guys want to vote for the idol? Let me know in the chat. It's 27-12 Aladdin over the Greatest Showman this morning.
Nobody likes to lose game 1 of the road trip, but you go on the road thinking, hey, if we can play 500 for the
thank goodness I got a single gone since I've been up since 6:30. But there we go. See how that helps.
On goal. That's why this game is a big one for you.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Held that battle a little too long. Mariners singing on the Indians in Cleveland. One and 2 offering. Fly ball to right, strike 2. And also the Fight Supremacy are going to be having the simple of not the AAA meeting, but that's every Wednesday. But the ground ball center field. Game 2 in Kamora Park, that will be a single. So a single for Jose Iglesias in game 2 in Kamora Park. On the middle of the plate. Give us one more time. And that's a single for Detroit. In game 2 in Kamora Park. Runner at first, nobody out. Bottom of the first. In game 2 in Kamar Park, that brings in Ian Kinsler. Strike one, a little off to the right. Ian Kinsler, right-handed batter, batting 196, 2 home runs, 4 ribbies. But yeah, it's not the Civil War meeting. It's the Fried Power Hour. So that's every Saturday night. So of the weekend.
The 0-1.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Held on a little too long. It's 0-2.
Down below the strike zone. That's where you
if you guys can hear me, pipe in the chat. Say hi. How you? Say how everybody's doing. Comes the 0-2 offering. And he struck him out to the right, and that's the first out for the Tigers. Game 2, Kamar Park.
Starting lineup in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
There's a starting lineup for the 5-18 Tigers. Cabrera batting 250, so it's Faye Mancini batting 4th. Makamonto's batting 338. Excelsior batting 156. And I'll bring in right-handed batter, Miguel Cabrera, batting 250, guys. 3 home runs, 9 ribbies. That's credit.
The 1-for-4 pace with a 250 batting average for the season.
And here's the pitch offering. Strike one to the left. Runner at first, 1 out. Game 2 in Kamar Park. Tigers won the first one 5-2.
Curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early.
You know, as I said, 0-1 offering coming up.
0-1 count and the
swing and a miss, strike 2.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
So we held that a little more too long.
That's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
Foul ball to right in the stands. That'll be strike 2. Runner at first, 1 out, bottom of the first in game 2 in Kamar Park. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2 for Detroit. In game 2, as we speak. If you guys want to watch and catch more MLB 17 every 3 to 4 days a week of the I Am a Creator Community weekly schedule format, make sure you guys smash the like button, stay connected, tweet it out. Hold on. Brings up right-handed batter Faye Mancini, batting 250, 3 home runs, 5 ribbies. But make sure you guys smash the like button, tweet it out, send a comment, add it to a playlist. If there's anyone in the chat that has a Facebook and a Twitter account, you guys can share it, tweet it out, add it to a playlist. If we watch our videos in full, we like the videos, share the videos, strike 1 to the left, tweet them out, and you guys are good to go. But the only thing that's missing, always by normally staying connected, is leaving a good comment. We never ask for support back afterwards either, so. Runner at first stays for the 5-18 Tigers in game 2 in Kamar Park. Runner at first, 2 outs. Runner stays at first once again. The 5-18 Tigers. He has a 30% chance of stealing in game 2. Comes the 0-1 count. Fly ball a little right to center field. It picks up a block, and I'm giving it veteran, guys, so it's no big deal. And it will be an RBI double. An RBI double for Detroit. As the 5-18 Tigers strike first, it's 1-0 Tigers in game 2 in Kamar Park. We'll get it one more time. Deep to right center field, bounces off the wall. Not that bad of a hit by Faye Mancini. Scores 1-0 Tigers in game 2 in Kamar Park. Runner at second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, strike 1, up, little up. Up steps right-handed batter Nick Castellanos, batting 192, 1 home run, 5 RBIs serving in. Runner at second, 2 outs, 1-0 Tigers in game 2, Kamar Park. 0-1 count. 6 swings, strike 2.
Couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now.
He held that a little bit too long.
Runner in scoring position at second.
Second out, some back here. Huh.
Nasty
and he struck him out. And that will be an infield single, actually. So a single for Nick Castellanos, not even taking the strikeout for the 5-18 Tigers. And if you guys want to vote for the idol, let me know in the chat. Lands at 27, Great Summon at 12. That'll bring in Mikey Matuk, batting 338, 1 home run, 9 ribbies. Let's go to the Wild Pitts on that one. Runners first and third, 2 routes, 1-0 Tigers. Game 2 in Detroit, in Kimura Park. Strike one up top.
Matt, that's how you want to start a game. First inning, you already jump on them early. You get 1 run in, and now you have 2 other runners on base. You come up with a big hit here, you can really make a big dent.
I did watch a little more wrestling last night, but, you know. So I have a couple of good wrestlers that are part of that equation.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
You got to be thinking he's going to throw that changeup eventually. He's got your 0-2.
Pitcher on the mound for the 9-14 White Sox in Game 2 in Kimura Park. It's pretty much not proud. As we speak, comes the 0-2 count. First and third. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. Side is retired.
They can't capitalize any further.
This one leaves a couple of them in Game 2 in Kimura Park. Good fans, though, for the 5-18 Tigers. Only 11-9. We go to the top of the second. Tigers 1, White Sox nothing. 2 up for the White Sox. Right-handed batter, Nicky Delmonico. So I've seen games for the 8-14 White Sox. It's been 14 of 35. With 400 average. He's batting 338, 3 home runs, 8 ribbies. Here's the pitch by Sanchez.
Here's the first pitch.
Foul ball to right, strike 1. So far my throat is still a little bit sore in the back, but I'm barely making it through a little bit. Ground ball to left center field. And starting it up, it will be a single. So a single for the White Sox. Got it one more time. Blues Jays 3, Rays 2 in Tampa. That's in Toronto, excuse me. 91 miles per hour. Pitch speed. So White Sox get a single. And left center field. That brings up right-handed batter Giovanni Soto. 5-game hitting streak with the hand 14 White Sox. He's been 8 for 19 of an average of 421. He's batting 292, 3 home runs, 7 ribbies occasionally. Final at first, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 at the bottom.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Foul ball to left, strike 2. Runner at first, nobody out. Top of the second, 1-0 Tigers. Game 2 in Kimura Park. Ball 1 at the bottom. You guys will get yourself news as well for the IGN. Get to that in a little bit. Ball 2. It's now 2-2 offering.
But it's even back at 2-2.
Ball 3 at the bottom. On deck, Carlos Sanchez batting 250, 1 home run, 7 RBIs. That would be driven in. Mets 2, Nationals nothing in Kimura Park. Actually, no, in Washington. Foul ball to right and stands, strike 2. As the subject connects and holds up, guys, we'll see how it works. Type 1 in chat if you guys can hear me in between. Foul ball to left. Once again, strike 2. The bat boy for the 5-18 Tigers comes to it.
Payoff pitch one more time.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out.
This one swung on and missed for the first out.
Struck him out instantly. And that's the first out for the White Sox, I believe. There's the defensive lineup for the 5-18 Tigers. In the back. What's up, that side? How are you? That brings up Carlos Sanchez. Do you know what the problem is with the comments that are not appearing? Any ideas that side? Or I mean, I've had that problem too, and he's grounded out at second for the 8-14 White Sox, and no, that's good. Check it out one more time. Smooth move by the Tigers defense. By the way, first was looking to steal second, and he's out. Alright, so I have no clue what's going on with that. I mean, the sound was fine yesterday in the morning, but I don't know what's going on. So, what's it been up to? It's like swing strike one to the left. And once again... Oh, you do your hour ago? Okay. So, how are your recordings from last night? Anything interesting? And it caught from third. Nice job by the Tigers defense. And the side is retired. We got a bottom of the second. Tigers 1, White Sox nothing. Game 2 in Detroit. 2 off for the Tigers. Matt on Decker. Left-handed batter batting 219. 1 home run, 8 ribbies.
Into the windup and the pitch.
But how are your recordings this morning? So far today? Hopefully some of that's been interesting. In between.
Here it comes, 1-0.
Well, at least you have a little more photos than my ass, buddy. Ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest.
That's why I do new episodes of Final Fantasy VII Remake every Thursday, Friday. But the lineup goes like this today. Resident Evil 3 episodes will have a new episode tonight. Greedfall is still every Saturdays and Sundays, so that will be this afternoon. So it won't be a problem. 2-1 count coming up. It's not a bad idea. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Well, you see, I've seen a lot of people who have been having glimpses for it when it comes to not having the PS4 set on the right side. But it's like swing. He struck him out. Gives it to first baseman. 1 away. But I still remember you kicking my ass on Mortal Kombat 11, buddy. You wouldn't even let me get a chance, did you? This is the defensive lineup in Game 2 Kamora Park for 8-14 White Sox. Vladdy Soto at the bottom, Jacob May at the top, and Domingo and Tyler Sando in the left. Then they'll bring in right-handed batter James McCann. He's batting 45 though. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Tigers. Kamora Park for Game 2. Ball 1 to the left.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball.
You know what they say? It don't matter if you win. Okay, here's a quote from Fast and Furious. You may have seen the franchise, but when Love and I do not like the Fate of the Furious or Furious 7 because that breaks a little bit of our hearts. We have to cover each other closely. But other than that, hold on a second. I'll read the quote in a minute. Swing and a miss, strike 2. It's now 1-2. Now, what was I? It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning. That's still a good quote out of that. Foul ball to right. And that'll be still strike 2. Yeah, that's a good line from the franchise. Ball 2 to the left. So yeah, I mean, do you think you and I would have a match on MK11 in the future? What do you think? When all depends, strike him out to right. And that's out number 2 for Detroit. Tigers won the first one 5-2. Look at it one more time.
All 4 of them have gone down on strikes as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be.
But we'll see. It'll work on anybody's timelines or something. But we'll see. Strike 1, I'm going to wipe the middle. We saw left-handed batter Alex Presley, batting 156, 2 home runs, 8 ribbies. Oh, your PS Plus run down? I mean, did it run out, or do you still have to have a timetable for it? 5 ball to right. And he makes the catch. Wonderful catch. But 8-14 White Sox, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. We go to top of the third in Game 2 in Kamora Park. Tigers 1, White Sox nothing. There's a beautiful city of Detroit, guys. Cities are really nice. Good place to be. Oh, it ran out? Oh, okay. 2 out for the White Sox, Jacob May, batting 217, 1 home run, 6 ribbies. So what do you plan on doing with PS Plus?
back at it as Sanchez
Anything?
as he moves
I mean,
ahead to lead off
are you
man.
planning on extending it, or what's the plan going forward? Because I always buy a 1-year subscription for it. It's like strike 2. 0-2 so far. I mean, see, whenever I get a PS Plus card, buddy, I pretty much always go with the 1-year subscription. But one of my old PSN buddies, swing and a miss, and that is indeed out number 1 for the White Sox. Oh, that sucks, buddy. But when you get a job again, when you get a chance to, are you planning on buying another 3 months or getting a year subscription this time? I mean, if I were you, buddy, I would just get a year subscription because you don't have to worry about it in over a year, though. It's not a problem. Foul ball to right, strike 1. Brings off right-handed batter and Adam Engel, batting .212, 3 RBIs, and 1 stolen base in Game 2 in Kamora Park.
And now a
bunt attempt to left, that's strike 2.
He will smartly swipe that ball away and
oh, you do it out? Oh, you do over a year subscription? Yeah, exactly. One of my old buddies by the name of Rob the Brain, he got me started on PS Plus. He got me started in the first place, so I'm like, you know what? What the hell, I'll try it. So, other than that, it's good to have 3 games. Fly ball to left, the straight center field. And he gets onto it, and that's an out. And I think that's the second out for Chicago. It brings up right-handed batter Tim Anderson. He's singled his first time, he's 1 for 1. Here's the pitch by Sanchez. But are you looking at a good job in particular, buddy, when the stuff gets reopened again? Back up between Tim Anderson for the Sanchez, he's 4 for 11 with 2 strikeouts. I mean, for me, I've been at Walmart for over 3 years. And pretty soon my opponent will be joining me, because he deserves a second applying job in her career. It's just that a lot of us want to get out of the house and do something. But it won't be a problem. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Sanchez nods his head in the offering. Ball 2. Well, you'll find something. You know when they say, anything is possible or anything's guaranteed as long as you put your mind to it. That's all you can do. Ball 3. On deck, Tyler Cedeno batting .300.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that's the third out for Chicago. Good performance by Sanchez, and the inning is over. 3 out, 3 down for the White Sox. We go to bottom of the third. Tigers 1, White Sox nothing. Game 2 in Kamora Park. Due up for the Tigers, right-handed batter Jose Iglesias. My opponent still always has a jersey for it. He's 1 for 1 for single in the first. I, for one, do not have a Detroit Tigers jersey between one of the players, but if I were to go with one of 2, I would go, let me strike 1. I would go either Miguel Cabrera's jersey or get Victor Martinez's jersey, which I don't think it'd be a bad idea, but that set costs a lot of money to begin with. On 1 count. Check swing, strike 2. But those jerseys are a lot of money to do the baseball, correct, that side? And I did look up the price for the PS5. I mean, so far it's going to be very average-like. But it looks of it, ball 1 at the bottom, 1 and 2. 1-0 Tigers, bottom of the third, nobody out. Game 2 in Kamora Park.
Very well could see it again here, though.
So yeah, I was up since 6:30 this morning, so it's not bad. Still not a bad idea. Ground ball, single center field, excuse me. Gives it the first baseman, 1 out for Detroit. There's the standings, the 2017 standings. 5-18 Tigers are only 3.5 games behind the 8-14 White Sox. 16-8 Twins are up top by 2. Over the 14-10 Indians. Brings up right-handed batter Ian Kinsler. Struck out his first time, he's 0 for 1. But when it comes to the PS points at, if it's not appearing, it's just that people start restarting crap again, getting to see what's going on. And it's strike 1, 96 miles per hour. But it happens to a lot of us who cannot read the chat on the screen. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Go Mets 3, Nationals nothing in Washington. Oh, we got it right this time.
Just wasn't able to keep it fair, but he saw it pretty good.
Swing and a miss. That's second out for Detroit. That bat was a little too long to hold on to, but doesn't get there quite a little bit quick. But it all depends. As I said, a lot of us need to find out what's been happening. That brings up Miguel Cabrera. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd. Strike 1 at the bottom. Miguel Cabrera, right-handed batter, strike out in the 1st. He's 0 for 1 in Game 2 at Kimura Park.
Here's the 0-1.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Bat was a little too long. It's now 0-2 count. 1-0 Tigers, bottom of the 3rd, 2 outs.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
It's like swing, foul ball to right, strike 2. That was one of the umpires from home.
Bases are empty here with 2 men.
This is a good medicinal thing on that, or international. And he struck him out, and that's the 3rd out for the Tigers in Game 2. The inning is over. 3 out, 3 down for the Tigers. We do go up to the top of the 4th. Tigers 1, White Sox nothing. Due up for the White Sox, right-handed batter Tyler Cedeno. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the 1st. Sanchez nods his head. Here's the pitch. Ball 1 at the bottom. So, how does he sleep last night, buddy?
Now pitch on the way.
And he's keep up to date for the streak. Well, Love and I have now been together for 1,022 days today. This is a little more of a sock.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Fly ball to right center field. Buze's 3, Rays 2 in Toronto. And he makes the catch. And that's the 1st out for the White Sox. Oh, it went fine? Oh, okay. Not a bad idea. Brings up right-handed batter, Jose Abreu. He also struck out in the 1st, he's 0 for 1. Sanchez has given up 10 balls, 33 strikes, pitch number 44. Fly ball to left center field, and it gets there again. As it will be... It'll be a triple. So a triple for the White Sox. And here come the 8-14 White Sox guys. Heads up. That hit was a fly ball to right center field, and that is a triple. But it's no big deal on that. So runner at 3rd. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 to the right. Right-hand batter Avezza Garcia. He flew out in the 1st. He's 0 for 1 in Game 2 in Kimura Park. Ground ball center field again, and he makes the catch. While the runner at 3rd goes to home. Now this is 2nd out, and we have a tie game. 1-1 apiece in Game 2 at Kimura Park. But that was a good catch by Alex Presley of the 8-14 Tigers, though. Actually, 5-18 Tigers, excuse me. Here comes left-handed batter Nicky Delmonico. He's singled in the 2nd. He's 1 for 1. 1-1 apiece. Top of the 4th, 2 outs. Here's the offering. Ground ball to 1st. Gets it in, and the side is retired. We're going to bottom of the 4th. White Sox 1 and the Tigers 1. Right, there we go. Due up for the Tigers, right-hand batter Trey Mancini. He doubled in the 1st. He's 1 for 1. Type 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me, and as you guys can see. Strike 1 at the bottom. And there would be something wrong with the PS4 chat. I would pretty much, most of us, and you guys are my 47 moderators, we would figure out what's going on, for sure. Ball 1 at the bottom, 1-1. 1-1 apiece, bottom of the 4th in Game 2 in Kimura Park. Nobody out. Comes a 1-1 count.
And
It's like swing strike 2.
But he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike.
Hold up a minute. Fly ball to right center field. He's racing back, and he makes the catch, and now that's the first out. I still remember some of my picks that I've had over the years, but they're still there. That brings up right-handed batter Nick Castellanos. Strike out in the first, he's 0 for 1. That's how you're still in the chat. Lopez has given up 7 balls, 41 strikes. Pitch number 49. Strike 1 up top. See if we can find something that we can strive on this for an experience. 0-1 count, Lopez. It's like swing strike 2 as well.
It's 0-2 now.
Oh my goodness. Ball 1 to the right.
Pitch 1-2.
Wait, there we go.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, it's okay. Ball 2 to the left.
He's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2.
But everything will be just fine for sir. But the good news is I go back tomorrow, then I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday again. So that's a good thing. Foul ball to right, strike 2.
Just a little late.
But in a couple weeks after next week, guys, I'm going to be working morning shift, so
Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
I'll tell you more of the detail in a second, and he struck him out. And that's out number 2 for the Tigers.
9 in the ball game.
And then the times would be 7 to 3s, 8 to 12, back-to-back 9 to 6s, which I haven't worked them for a while, so it won't be a problem. Brings up Mikey Matuk.
And that'll bring up Mikey Matuk.
But that side, when it comes to what was your last community job you've had? To be honest, playing a battle Mikey Matuk, struck out in the first, he's 0 for 1. But for me, I've still been at Walmart for over 3 years, so when it comes to any symptoms, strike 1 at the bottom right.
To even the count, 1-1.
But yeah, it's just that I'm pretty much in favor to work mornings, which is not a bad idea. To get a little more of a head start. Strike 2. It's not 1-2. 1-1 apiece, bottom of the 4th. Fly ball straight center field. He puts up a block, and he makes the catch, and the inning is over. Game 2 in Kimura Park. We go to the top of the 5th, guys. The Tigers won, and the White Sox won. Doo-wop for Chicago. Right-handed batter, Giovanni Soto. I think he still has his 5-game hitting streak for the 8-14 White Sox. He struck out in the second. He was 0 for 1 in Game 2 in Kimura Park in Detroit. It's the pitch by Sanchez. Strike 1 to the left.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
And this one's
foul ball to left, strike 2. Blue Jays 4, Rays 2, and Toronto.
Pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Ball 1 to the left, it's 1-2.
There, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Now the pitch.
And he struck him out to the right, and that's the first out for the White Sox.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts.
Sanchez on the mound for the 5-18 Tigers in Game 2 in Kimura Park, guys. He's not having that bad of a performance. I think he's doing well so far in the series.
Stepping in now.
Here's the pitch. Strike 1 to the right. So yeah, he hasn't been doing that bad. Brings up Carlos Sanchez on the field. He lined out in the second. He's 0 for 1. Well, this should be fine. Strike 2 to the left.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why.
So far, everything's doing pretty well. It's just that my opponent and I are looking to get back to what we're doing soon. Swung out and missed as well. Back-to-back strikeouts for the 8-14 White Sox. Out number 2.
series for him.
And the sad guys, wow.
That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff
No surprise.
has him figured out.
Here you go one more time. Mets 3, Nationals nothing in Washington.
In now, number 32.
Here's the pitch once again offering. Foul ball to left in the stands, strike 1.
Field line, it's strike 1.
But if I want to go back to MK11, guys, that side will just kick my ass again. Ground ball center field, gives it the first in time, and the side is retired.
Down in order go the White Sox.
1, 2, 3 for the White Sox. We go to bottom of the 5th. White Sox 1 and the Tigers 1.
Now at the plate.
Game 2 in Kamara Park. Do-up for the Tigers, left-handed batter, Matt Dundecker. He is 0 for 1, the strikeout in the second. 5 and 18. I mean, the Tigers are looking to break sort of this tie in Game 2. Tigers won the first one 5-2 yesterday. Actually, last night. See what kind of weapon that the 5 and 18 Tigers bring. Ball 1 at the bottom.
Close, and it's 1-0.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat.
All right.
Ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Ball 2 on the upper left, 2-0.
That doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
So I did see for tomorrow, since I'm off at 6:30, that we're going to be getting a new episode of Family Guy, Bob's Burgers, a couple other stuff on Fox 36 on the channel. Ball 3. On deck, James McCann batting 43 as we speak.
You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out
And I was reading a question for you guys in the chat yesterday, and that's ball 4. First walk by Lopez as he walks Matt Dundecker of the 5 and 18 Tigers. First walk by Lopez. He is on the mound for the 8-14 White Sox. Oh my goodness. That brings in right-handed batter James McCann. He's struck out in the second. He's 0 for 1. Lopez has given up 1 walk. And now it's the Tiger. Foul down to my 11 Ice Tigers as we speak. Runner at first, nobody out. 1-1 apiece, bottom of the 5th. Game 2 in Kamara Park. And here's the pitch by Lopez. Strike 1 in the middle.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
I like that pitch right there. Nice adjustment. After a 4-pitch walk, he comes right back and throws a strike.
Lopez is not even surprised.
When he needs to.
It's not even surprised to hold on to. 0-1 count coming up. Swinging a miss. And the runner at second steals. Runner at first gets a steal for the 5 and 18 Tigers. Oh my goodness. Look at it one more time. That's sex swing strike 2. But when runner at first steals second base. Nice job by the Tigers offense. So now runner at second, nobody out, 0-2 offering. Ball 1 at the bottom. But that was a gutsy move in Game 2 in Kamara Park by the Tigers. They haven't stolen at all this season. But they finally get it going. It's like swing and he's out. 1 out for the Tigers.
That's 10 strikeouts for him.
Game 2 in Kamara Park. Tigers won the first one 5-2.
A lot of game left in this one.
Little bit of a glare look of the manager for the 8-14 White Sox. Brings up left-handed batter Alex Presley. He flew out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch by Lopez. Ball 1 to the right. So far I had to reload IGN once again so I can give you guys some news this morning, since I didn't get to some of that last night. Strike 1 to the left. Talks about the best material. Hold on. 1-1 count.
The set and the 1-1 pitch.
Fly ball to right center field. And that will be a single for the Tigers in Game 2 in Kamara Park, guys. Oh my goodness, look at that. So a single for Detroit. And that's Alex Presley.
so he's not going to score.
Game 2 in Kimura Park.
Anyway.
Well, since there's been a couple of passings, they did a pretty good job as we speak. First and third, 1 out, 1-1 apiece, bottom of the 5th. Brings in Jose Iglesias. Strike 1 in the upper right.
Take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats.
Jose Iglesias 1 for 2, right-handed batter. He's single in the first. Fences and outfits. That's pretty much out of Final Fantasy 7 in the book. It's like swinging the pitch is low, strike 2.
But Soto's able to knock it down.
Alright, here we go. Ground ball to left center field. That'll be grounded in. That will be grounded in, guys. And that will be an RBI single. It's a 5-18 Tigers. We gained the lead. It's 2-1 Tigers. Game 2 in Kimura Park. Look at it one more time. It's a foul ball to left, though. Next to the stands to left. The score is 2-1 Tigers, bottom of the 5th. 1 out, first and third. Brings out Ian Kinsler. Tigers were doing not bad in game 1. 7-4 behind the 0 for Jose Iglesias. For the 5-18 Tigers. Game 2 in Kimura Park. That's how you get a baseball team going. Here's the pitch. Ball 2 at the bottom. Lopez has given up 18 balls, 56 strikes, total of 74 for the 8-14 White Sox. Game 2 in Detroit. We guys want to vote for the idol? Let me know in the chat. Alain, one of the greatest showmen, strike 1 at the bottom. Score is 27-12. Alain's up by 15. So I called her up last night. We did some practice, a little bit of practice. So I still think her and I are still favored to win a little bit, by the looks of it. Ground ball center field, and that would be an RBI single for Detroit. As the score, as now the score is 3-1 Tigers. So an RBI single for Ian Kinsler. Game 2 in Kimura Park. But as I said this morning, Tigers won the first one 5-2. Here comes right-handed batter Miguel Cabrera. He's 0 for 2 and struck out twice in Game 2 in Kimura Park. What's that in the field? You have to score 3-1, first and second, 1 out. 3-1 Tigers, bottom of the 5th. Game 2 in Kimura Park. Here's the pitch by Lopez. Strike 1 to the left. 3-1 Tigers, bottom of the 5th. Game 2 in Detroit. 1 out, runner first and second. Tigers with an opportunity. Second swing, strike 2.
Pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now.
Okay, time for some news. Okay, 12 hours ago, hold on a second.
As a look, now the pitch.
Fly ball center field. Facing back. He makes it. Oh, that's off the wall, actually. Excuse me.
It's off the wall. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will.
Runner's trying to get back in the second. Runner's trying to get back in second, and he's out. Runner's second, and he's out as well. I don't know what happened right there. The side is retired, though. We go to top of the 6th. That was funny. We go to top of the 6th. Game 2 Kimura Park. Tigers 4, White Sox 1. Oh my goodness. I sometimes have a little bit of fun on that. 2 out for the Tigers, right-handed batter, Adam Engel. White Sox were going to create some distance. And Engel has flown out his last time in Game 2 in Kimura Park. Okay, how are we doing on the voting? I'm going to go Horizon Zero Dawn 2. So far, Batman Court of Owls has been leading. Was one of the most predicted games that are coming out for the PS5 next year. So, but second place right now is Horizon Zero Dawn 2. Bond attempt, strike 2. Yankees 2, Orioles nothing in New York City. 0-2 count.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
And he struck him out. And that's the first out for Chicago.
He registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
You guys understand we're also getting a Cyberpunk. You guys are getting the Cyberpunk Xbox One bundle.
His stuff is dirty today.
Rebuilding the Batman. It's time for Bruce Wayne to be happy again. Not a bad idea. Spets. Ground ball center field. Gives it the first baseman a time, and it will be the second out for the White Sox.
And here's Tyler Saladino.
Brings up Tyler Salandio, right-handed batter. Strikeout in the 4th, he's 0 for 2.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Second swing, strike 1. He scores 4-1 Tigers. Top of the 6th, game 2 in Kamora Park. 2 outs so far. Sanchez, the offering. Ground ball to right center field, and it'll be fair ball again, apparently. As it will be a double. So the White Sox get a double on right on the stands, next to the stands. We're gonna have one more time, double for Solando, I think. Mets 3, Nationals 2 in Washington. Right on second. 2 outs, here's the pitch. And a pop-up close to right center field. And he makes the catch, and the inning is over. Good start by the 5-18 Tigers defense this morning. We're going to bottom of the 6th, Tigers 4, White Sox 1. Game 2 in Kamora Park. And on the mound for the 8-14 White Sox in Game 2, Kamora Park. Detroit, Zach Putnam. In his 14th game of the series, 4.30 ERA and 12 strikeouts. Due up for the Tigers, Trey Mancini. Right-handed batter, 1 for 2. He doubled his first time. He doubled in the first, excuse me. Between half and half.
And he takes ball 1.
Hey, Vocab, how's it going, girl? How you doing today? As I always say it to somebody that's new, pay it forward and be rewarded, right? Got about 47 moderators, I'll add somebody in a minute. Strike 1 to the left. But Vocab, how are you? As I pronounce Vocab as my 48th moderator of the Iamacreator group. So how are you this morning? Give sign, 1-1 offering by Lopez.
Here comes the 1-1.
Foul ball to right, strike 2 in the stance. Get about 3 likes, can we get up to 5 in the chat of the group.
Ready to deliver the 1-2.
5 balls and ground ball center field. And it will be a single for the Tigers. Tigers won the first one 5-2. Here comes right-handed batter Nick Castellanos. Castellanos 0 for 2 strikeouts in game 2. Hometown for the 5-18 Tigers. Runner at first in the bullpen, Chris Valstead, right-handed pitcher for the 8-14 White Sox. Here's the pitch, ball 1 at the bottom. And I normally say this 90 or 89% of the time. If you guys have a touchscreen on your phone, oh, thank you, Vocab. How you doing? So, how's your weekend going?
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game.
Anything interesting?
This has been a better approach by him.
That's ball 2. Runner at first, nobody out. 4-1 Tigers, bottom of the 6th. As I always say, Vocab, when I come to your chats, I always say, smash the like button, pay it forward, and be rewarded. It's just that if people want support of the hashtag Iamacreator group, they have to earn it. They have to earn it, they have to really want it. Not to stand there and be like chickens out there. 2-1 count. 5 ball to left center field. Racing back, and it's going to be off to the left far deep, and it's gone. 2-1 shot by Nick Castellanos for the 5-18 Tigers. As I always say, pay it forward and be rewarded, and we never ask for support back. 2-run homer, second one of the season for Nick Castellanos. The score is now 7-1 Tigers. Or 6-1 Tigers, I think. Look at it. Left, I mean, the ball was... Oh, nice. Can't go wrong with that. Score is 6-1 Tigers, bottom of the 6th, nobody out. Tigers are looking a little more better in game 1 than they've sort of done so far today. So vocab. Hold on, brings up right-handed batter. Iamacreator can strike out in the 4th, he's 0 for 2. So, the vocab. Since you're moderator number 48 in the chat of the group, strike 1 at the bottom. So what do you think of this coronavirus crap? With the new guidelines that were announced this week and all the other crazy stuff. Well, you see, my future fiance and I were talking about it for the past week, and I think it's ridiculous back here. Swing and a miss, and that's the first out for the Tigers. I still think I just think it's stupid to begin with. You want to forget about the 6-foot rule, forget about the other crazy set in the background. People should get back to doing normal things, but I was watching some of the news over the weekend. As we speak, left-handed batter Matt Dundecker is 0 for 1. He had a stolen base, and he did quite well one of his previous times. Here's the pitch. Ball went to the right. Well, what are your thoughts on that, vocab? Is it vocab or vocalab? Hopefully I'm pronouncing one of the correct ones correct. Ball 2.
Hey, this at bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a
but yeah, I'm like, honey, social distancing needs to stop quick. So her and I can get back into doing some stuff again. Strike 1 to the right, left. Second one is a bit better. Alright. But do you think the distance needs to be an ending soon? 2-1 count. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So what's he been up to this week, vocab? Anything interesting?
Here's the 2-2.
Foul ball to left, strike 2. Oh, by the way, vocab, hold on a second. Sox will be made soon, so swing and a miss, and that's out number 2 for Detroit. Game 2 in Kamora Park. So vocab, here's the thing. Do you think social distancing will be ending soon? By May 1st, so what do you see that going? And that was according to the new guidelines being announced by one of the doctors in the conference and President Trump this week. Brings up right-handed batter James McCann. Struck out twice, is 0 for 2.
Struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
6-1 Tigers, bottom 6, 2 outs. Game 2 in Kamora Park this morning. Ball 1 to the left. Vocab in the sense that we just have to stay safe and hope everything will be better. And Sox will be made soon. I don't think it's going to take that long, really. Strike 1 at the bottom. Yeah, I don't think so, because you see, my love and I have been together for 10-22 in this today. Longest we've ever had. Ground ball to left center field. And it will be a single. So a single for the Tigers. Brings up left-handed batter Alex Presley. He is 1 for 2. A single in the 5th inning. And that's good as a base hit. 6-1 Tigers. Bottom of the 6th. Game 2 in Kamora Park. 2 outs. Tigers are looking astounding this morning. They're looking so far so good. In the last 16 games they've had, they lost some of them. One at first has a 2% chance of stealing. In Game 2, Kamora Park. Swing and a miss, strike 2. It's now 0-2, 2 outs. Game 2 in Kamora Park, 6-1 Tigers.
Here it comes, 0-2.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. And the inning is over. Here's a replay. Matt Dundecker, I think. 2 on side to left center, deep center field. Go to top of the 7th. Tigers 6, White Sox 1. And here's the story, guys, that makes everybody happy. In Game 2 in Kamora Park. 8-14 White Sox has 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. 5-18 Tigers. 6 hits and 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. 5 and 18 Tigers are off to a good start. And do what for the White Sox? Right-handed batter, Vezza Garcia. He had to sacrifice fly his first time. But what do you see this distance stuff going Valclap. Actually Valcap. I mean, damn it, I'm having a hard time pronouncing it. Oh, Valcap. There we go. I just had to think of what to do pronouncing. But what do you see that? What do you see that social distance going? I mean, do you see that ending soon? I mean, I'm sure hope so for the Americans. Ground ball left center field. Ground ball center field. Gives it a first baseman in time. 1 out for Chicago. Blue Jays 4, Rays 4 in Toronto. That brings in Nicky Delmonico, left-handed batter. 1 for 2. We're single in the second. Pitch number 66. Strike one to the left. Yeah, your bet's your ass, pal. Because everybody should do what they want to do. Oh, by the way, Vocab, are you Christian? Well, Love and I are big Christian people. That side doesn't believe in the Lord and Savior, though. And I'm like, okay. I see what you're getting at. Comes the 0-2 offering. But you're Christian, correct, Valcap? Oh, nice. Amen to that, sister. Amen to that. I guess we love Christians they believe in the Lord and Savior. But at least God's helping us out, getting the social distance crap done as we speak. 5-ball center field. He makes the Cavs out number 2 for the White Sox. The Tigers are doing outstanding in Game 2 at Kamara Park.
Digging in once again.
Brings up right-hand batter Giovanni Soto. Struck out twice. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Strike one at the bottom. Mets 3, Nationals 2 in Washington. So, Valcap, did you used to go to church, or what happened before this virus came in? Reds 5, Cardinals nothing in St. Louis.
They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent.
I mean, I just think the social distance needs to be ended quick. By the time the stuff gets reopened by 50 states here at this point. Even though a lot of people want to get back to work, I mean, the distance needs to put a stop to it, too. And then it's fair ball to left. Next to the stands. And that will be a double. So a double for the White Sox in Game 2 in Kamara Park. And that's a 6-game hitting streak for Giovanni Soto for the 8-14 White Sox. We'll get him one more time. Umpire gets the signal. Runner at second. Third double by Giovanni Soto. Here's the pitch. Game 2 Kamara Park. Strike one at the bottom. Third double this year. Giovanni Soto, right-handed batter for the 8-14 White Sox. Runner at second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch by Sanchez. Ground ball to right center field. Gives it the first baseman in time. Got him. And the side is retired. Go Tigers from 11-9 as well. Go to bottom of the 7th. Tigers 6, White Sox 1. And coming and on the mound, guys, on the mound for the 8-14 White Sox, Sean Bryant. Bryant making the second game of the series, and he's given up 2 strikeouts. Due up for the Tigers, right-handed batter. Jose Iglesias 2 for 3, 2 singles, and Torben Ribby. And the bullpen, Jake Petrarca for the 8-14 White Sox. Here's the pitch. Strike one to the right. But at least my girl Vocab is Kristen. That's amen to that. Amen. Ground ball center field. And that will be a single. So a single for Detroit.
Well, that's his 3rd hit of the night, and are you surprised? That's 3.
I mean, I know Dead Side's never Kristen, so I don't blame him.
Not bad night.
So single for the Tigers. Game 2 in Kamara Park. Jose Iglesias is off to a nice start. Runner at first, nobody out. 6-1 Tigers, bottom of the 7th. Game 2 in Detroit, Kamara Park. Strike one at the bottom.
He's got a hit in
Right-handed batter Ian Kensler's on the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a single in the 5th. Tigers are looking outstanding this morning in Game 2 in Kimura Park. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Swung the bat a bit too long.
Might have been setting him up with that high fastball to change his eye level. Now he's got him set up.
That's why with God's help on that, guys,
0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
we'll be able to get our stuff back as long as we know what we're doing and see if anything. And as long as we put our mind to it, that's all that matters. It's like swing, and he struck him out. Running for first, goes to second. In Game 2 in Kimura Park. And that is the first out for Detroit. Here comes right-handed batter, best of all time over the years, Miguel Cabrera. He's 1 for 3 for a double in the 5th. Mets 3 at Nationals 2 in Washington. Now it was a wild pitch. Runner at second, 1 out, 6-1 Tigers, bottom of the 7th. Strike 1 at the bottom. And it's Game 2 in Kimura Park. Tigers won the first one 5-2.
0-1, here it comes.
Ground ball center field.
And that's through into center field, base hit.
And it will be an RBI single. So the Tigers are tremendously doing quite well this morning. As so far the score is 7-1 Tigers. Game 2 in Kimura Park. And they are just decimating the crap out of the 8-14 White Sox right now. In the bullpen, Chris Valstead for the 8-14 White Sox. Here's the pitch. Ball, and it's low, and that's ball 1. Runner stays at first. Trey Mancini, right-handed batter, is 2 for 3. He has a single, double, and driven in a ribby. Runner at first, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 at the middle.
That's a big fastball, obviously.
Well, Valcap is on the right track, though. He is on the right track, so it's not that bad of a consideration. Here comes a 1-1 offering.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Fly ball left center field.
And that's in there, base hit.
And it will be a single for the Tigers. Tigers are off to a hot start in Game 2 already this morning. That's pretty much the start you were looking for. That brings up right-handed batter Nick Castellanos. He's 1 for 3 with a 2-run shot. First and second, 1 out, 7-1 Tigers. Game 2 in Kimura Park. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 to the right.
A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup,
We play him once again.
Afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Jumpy that time, swung on and missed.
Now that is power.
I'm going to have a little breakfast after I'm done with this. It's been really nice this morning.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away.
But it's not a problem either. Fly ball straight center field, guys. He picks up a block, and the Tigers are controlling their own destiny in Game 2 in Kimura Park, like they've sort of done finally. And it's gone deep to center field. Oh, man. And Brian is not happy. 3-1 shot by Nick Castellanos, straight center field. That's why I'm keeping the stuff at veteran, guys. That's a better idea. Third one of the season for Nick Castellanos, 452 feet. Right now, guys, in Game 2 in Kimura Park. Look at the soul track for Nick Castellanos for the 5-18 Tigers. 32 launch angle degree. That's pretty much new. Oh my goodness. 452 feet. That was the second home run. Score is 10-1 Tigers. Bottom of the 7th. 1 out. And Brian's not happy on the mound for the 8-14 White Sox right now. He isn't. Brings up right-handed left or right-handed batter Mikey Matuk. Swing and a miss, strike 2. I'm telling you guys, the Tigers in game 2 are off to a hot start today. This morning they are. Just wow. 0-2 offering. Ball 1 to the left.
Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch,
not a sweat coming out of the Tigers, guys, in game 2.
Right now, he doesn't know where it's going.
Ball 2.
Now a fastball.
It's now 2-2.
Out of the way there.
Here's the pitch by Bryant.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
And he struck him out. And that's the second out for Detroit, I believe.
That's the third time in this game he's gone.
Yep, that's the second out for the Tigers. Look at it one more time.
Taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Two outs, bottom of 7th, commanding 10-1 lead for the Tigers in game 2 in Kamara Park. Strike 1 at the top.
But indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Brings in left-handed batter Matt Dundecker. Comes the 0-1 offering.
The 0-1 on its way.
And a pop-up. Foul territory behind home base.
Soto there to put it
And he
away
makes the
and
catch, and the side is retired.
Here's
a 3-1 start, guys, by Nick Castellanos. Deep to left center field. Go to top of the 8th, Tigers 10, White Sox 1. Due up for the White Sox, Jacob May is 0 for 2 for strikeout in the 5th. Sanchez left the offering. Ball 1 at the bottom. He's doing tremendous in game 2 in Kamara Park. Yankees 3, Orioles nothing in New York City. Strike 1 to the right.
For a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun.
Fly ball center field. And he makes the catch, 1 out for the White Sox. Rays 5, Blue Jays 4 in Toronto.
Number 41.
Striding in, number 41.
Here comes right-hand batter Enzel, or 0 for 2. That's number 79 by Sanchez. He's looking good. Ball 1 at the bottom.
A bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Yeah, we're going to keep the difficulties at veterans, so that's pretty much doing a little bit better. Fly ball to right center field. And he makes the catch. That's the second out for Chicago.
The batter, number 7, designated hitter, Tim.
And that'll bring up the shortstop.
Right-hand batter Tim Anderson comes up to the batting plate. He's signaling first. He's 1 for 3. Sanchez nods his head. Ball 1 to the left.
Away there, 1 ball, no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball 2.
Pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Strike 1 up top. Bit close. Mets 4, Nationals 2 in Washington.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Ground ball to the pitcher's box. Gives it the first baseman, and the inning is over. Reds 5, Cardinals nothing in St. Louis. This is looking pretty nice. Go to bottom in the 8th. Tigers 10, White Sox 1. Game 2 in Kamara Park. Due up for the Tigers, right-handed batter James McCann. He has 1 for 3 for single in the 6th. I'm telling you guys, the 5-18 Tigers are off to a good start in Game 2 in Kamara Park. Tigers won the first one 5-2 last night. Ball 1 up top. Nah, they really are.
Here comes the 1-0.
To begin with and start with, strike 1 at the middle. 1-1 count. 10-1 Tigers. Bottom of the 8th, Game 2 in Kamara Park. And that's also the star you're looking for, guys. Have a worse record, you really have to jump on something that quick. Ground ball center field. Scoops it up. Gives it the first baseman, out number 1 for Detroit. If you guys can hear me, type 1 in the chat. Just keep paying it forward and being rewarded. Left-handed batter, Alex Presley. He's 1 for 3 with a single in the 5th.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Ball 1 up top.
Well above the zone for a ball.
Ball 2 on the upper right. 2-0. 1 out, 10-1 Tigers in game 2 in Detroit.
This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just
In front of Kimura Park.
I'm bailing out of the way.
Ball 3 at the bottom. On deck, Jose Iglesias batting 193.
Here's the 3-0 pitch.
Strike 1 at the bottom.
Back there, it's 3-1.
The count is 3-1.
One out, nobody on.
Here comes the 3-1 offering by Bryant. Fly ball center field. And he gets it back in time, and he makes the catch. And that's out number 2 for the Tigers. Here comes Jose Iglesias, right-hand batter, 3 for 4 with 3 singles, and serving a ribby. Here's the pitch by Bryant. Strike 1 at the bottom. But yeah, guys, we're second half veteran for the series, so it's but All-Star is not going to be the way to do it for a while, so permanently it will be veteran between both two. Fly ball right center field, and deep to right center field, and it's gone. Santa Maria, guys, this morning of the Iamacreator community. Solo shot to right center field. Oh, wow. In game 2 in Kimura Park. Third of the season for Jose Iglesias, 365 feet. And at the moment, the score is 11-1 Tigers. Game 2 in Kimura Park. I told you guys this morning, Tigers are off to a hot start. Look at that, deep to right center field.
And he crushes it out of here. I doubt he'll serve up.
Oh man. 11-1 Tigers, bottom in the 8th, 2 outs. Game 2 in Detroit, Kimura Park. Strike 1 a little off to the right. So far on the mound for the one on the mound for the AIM-14 White Sox. Last name Bryant, he is not fooling around this morning. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That would be right-handed batter Ian Kinsler. 1-2 count. Ball 1 at the bottom. 1 and 2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's
let's see what we're looking at the bottom.
It's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Ball 2.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls.
No, doing hack, can we fix it all? Nice.
The 2-2 pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. The inning is over.
Their partner, 4 strikeouts in the ball game. So 1 run on 1.
Go to top of the 9th, game 2 in Kimura Park. Tigers 11, White Sox 1.
And here's Tyler.
And the Tigers will remove that person. They will once again bring in Kyle Ryan. On the mound for the Tigers, for the 5-18 Tigers, Kyle Ryan. Here's the pitch. Ball 1 to the left. 5 hours and 33 minutes. I can never do that. Yankees 3, Orioles nothing in New York City. Foul ball to right, strike 1. Blue Jays 4 in Toronto. Comes a 1-1 offering. Foul ball center field and caught from center field, and that's the first out for the White Sox. We have to say it's wow and very tremendous. Yes, sir. Tigers manager is confident with the 5-18 Tigers in Game 2. Kamar Park. Comes by end of battle, Jose Abreu. He's tripled in the fourth. He's 1 for 3. Ball 1 to the left.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a pitch.
Foul ball to right, strike 1.
But a foul ball, 1-1.
He's going to try to throw a single on the bottom.
The 1-1 pitch.
Strike 2 up top.
Up high, but good for strike 2.
Ryan nods his head. Here's the offering.
A fastball here.
Foul ball to left, strike 2.
Fouled off to the left. They'll try again, 1-2.
Ball 2 to the left.
Outside as they draw even at 2-2.
2-2 offering by Ryan. Ball 3 up top. On deck, Vizio Garcia batting 171.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff.
And that's a walk.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Red 6. Cardinals nothing in St. Louis, so that's a walk. To the 8-14 White Sox. Up steps right in the batter, Vizio Garcia. Sacrifice fly in the fourth. He's 0 for 2. Runner at first. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 at the bottom.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this.
Keeping a little extra tight.
Hitting that spot.
The 0-1 on its way.
Foul ball to left, strike 2.
The seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
Comes the 0-2 offering.
On 0-2.
And he struck him out, and that's out number 2 for Chicago.
In a double play situation.
8-14 White Sox down to their final out.
Hoping for a ground ball, so that was an interesting pitch selection.
As the 5-18 Tigers does, it's cruising past so far in Game 2 in Kamar Park. But indeed, Tigers won the first one 5-2. Last chance for the White Sox. Strike 1 to the right.
That's in there for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to the
left-handed batter Nick Delmonico is 1 for 3. We're single in the second inning.
The 0-1 pitch.
Foul ball to right, strike 2. And the White Sox are down to the final strike in Game 2 in Kamar Park. Foul ball to right center, fly ball to right center field, and that'll do it. And the Tigers take Game 2 as the Tigers climb up to 6-18 this morning. That's the way the Tigers should be doing. They pretty much heard me out. Oh my goodness. Tigers take Game 2. Tigers are up to 6-18. They won 2 in a row this week. Nice job by Detroit, guys, in Game 2 in Kamar Park. So look at some of the stat sheets. Jose Abreu for the White Sox down to 8-15. Jose Abreu had 1 for 3 for triple. Tim Henderson had a strikeout. Tyler Savanda 1 for 4 for double. Giovanni Soto pretty much a 6-game hitting streak with a double. Now Castellanos for the victory with 11-1 final with 14 hits, 5 hits. Had 2 for 4, 2 home runs, 5 ribbies. Wow. Jose Iglesias, my love will be proud for that. 4 for 5 home run, 2 ribbies. Same City double and a ribby, 3 for 4. Miguel Cabrera had a double with 2 ribbies. So the Tigers get the second win of the series, going up to 6-18. Over the White Sox down to 8-15, 11-1, 14 hits, 5 hits. Tigers are looking good this week. Since we're at the start of the weekend. Oh man, nice job, nice job. That was really good so far. By the 6-18 White Sox this morning. Now they finally show what they can do this time, and they are proving it. Like they sort of done finally. Donnie Hart, KB1. We'll simulate that as well. See how the other teams did normally. As we look at the New York Yankees, 3-0 shutout, 3-0 shutout. Yankees up to 15-18. Shut out the Orioles down to 5-17 in New York City. Gray was third win. Go-Go Mets up to 14-10 over the Nationals down to 14-10 in Washington. 4-2, 11 hits, 9 hits. Wheeler the second win. Ramos was fifth save. And that's it. The Rays approved the 17-8 of the series. Over the Blue Jays, down to 11-13 in Toronto. 5-4, 7 hits, 6 hits. Alverdi was first win. Enzo Columbus 10th save. The Reds going up to 12-12 even. This morning, over the Cards, down to 14-10 in St. Louis, 8-6, 12 hits, 2 errors, 6 hits, 1 error. Feldman was second win, Iglesias was fourth save. The Red Sox win in Boston, up to 12-12, even. Upset the Cubbies down to 16-7, 3-2, 7 hits, 7 hits. Falger was first win. Indians up to 14-10. Upset in Cleveland over the Marlins down to 6 and Mountains down to 16-9, excuse me. Hanover Frames, one of the teams. 6-5, 11 hits, 9 hits. This was not that bad of a game. Crockett was first win. Astros up to 14-11 over the Athletics down to 9-16 in Houston. 5-4, 7 hits, 2 errors, 11 hits. Morton was third win. Guys with a 6th save. Pirates get a victory up to 10-13 by 5 over the Marlins down to 9-14 in Miami. 6-1, 12 hits, 7 hits. Cool with his second win. Hold up a minute. Oh wait, there we go. Brewers rise up to 13-12 in Milwaukee over the Braves down to 10-13 by 5 runs. 7-2, 13 hits, 5 hits. Sogman was first win. Rockies get a win up to 12-13 over the Diamondbacks down to 16-10 in Arizona. 4-3, 11 hits, 7 hits, 2 errors. Graham was third win. McGee was very first save. Royals get a victory, 6-0 shutout up to 12-11 over the Twins down to 16-8 of the season. 11 hits, 1 error, 3 hits, 1 error. Ham over the 3-0 start for the 12-11 Royals in Kansas City. Angels up to 14-12 by 1 over the Rangers down to 12-12 even of the season. Of the series, 5-4, 11 hits, 13 hits, 2 errors. Reds was the third win. South was first save. Giants get a 1-0 victory up to 10-15 in San Francisco. Over the Padres down to 11-15. Law of a second win, and the Dodgers win in LA up to 15-10 over the Phillies. So I'll be down to 5-18, 7-4, 10 hits, 7 hits. McCarthy up to a 4-0 start for the 15-10 Dodgers. And Zanzibar was first save. So it's not going to be tonight, it will be in a couple days. So you guys are getting grief all this afternoon, so it won't be a problem. As that will be the series finale tomorrow or Monday, so both Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. As it will be the 6-18 Tigers. We're gonna sweep it up, taking on the 8-15 Chicago White Sox. The matchup will be Matthew Boyd versus Carson Fulmer. As far as the other matchups go, we have the 5-17 Orioles paying a visit to 15-8 Yankees in New York City. Heckerson 0-4, 12.91 ERA, taking on Penna, 2-4, 1.3 ERA. 17-8 Rays, taking on 11-13 Blue Jays in Toronto. Chris Archer 3-2, 4.03 ERA, taking on Bedini, 2.66 ERA. 16-9 Mariners visiting the 14-10 Indians in Cleveland. Paxton 4-0 start, remaining perfect. 2.55 ERA, taking on Josh Tomlin, 2.35 ERA. 10-13 Pirates, traveling to take on the 9-14 Marlins in Miami. Hudson 1-2, 3.10 ERA. Conley 8.64 ERA. 14-10 Mets taking on the 14-10 Nationals in Washington. Matt Harvey 4-0 start as well. 3.42 ERA. Taking on Trevor Rourke. 2.08 ERA. Excuse me. 9-16 Athletics. Taking on the 14-11 Astros in Houston. Mania 1-2. 4.33 ERA. Taking on Justin Verlander. 3.71 ERA. 10-13 Braves. Taking on the 13-12 Brewers in Milwaukee. Blair 0-3, 7.02 ERA, taking on Nelson. 3.52 ERA of the Iamacreator community. 16-8 Twins looking to grab a win back in the column. Taking on the 12-11 Royals in Kansas City. Hector Santiago 1-2, 6.10 ERA versus Ian Kinsler. 5.48 ERA. 12-12 Reds taking on the 14-10 Cardinals in St. Louis. Garrett will be on the mound for the 12-12 Reds. 1-1, 4.02 ERA, taking on Reyes. 6.10 ERA. 14-12 Angels taking on the 12-12 even Rangers in Texas. Matt Schumacher 2-2, 5.74 ERA, taking on Martinez. 2.75 ERA. 12-13 Rockies visiting the 16-10 Diamondbacks in Arizona. Hussein 87 ERA. Taking on Ray 1.57 ERA. 11-15 Padres taking on the 10-15 Giants in San Francisco. Lamont 0-4, 6.6 ERA. Taking on Bumgarner 3.62 ERA. 5-18 Phillies taking on 15-10 Dodgers in Los Angeles. Clay Buchholz is 0-1, 3.86 ERA. The one and only, guys, as I normally say when it comes to baseball games like this, Clayton Kershaw, 2-1, 1.91 ERA. And the 16-7 Cubbies taking on 12-12 Red Sox in Boston. Gary Hendricks 2-1, 3.20 ERA, taking on Wright, 2.74 ERA. So nice job by the 6-18 Tigers. They're going to continue the sweeping on that. So American League Central Twins, 16-8 Twins lost 4 straight. They've only won 5 games out of the last 10. 4 in a row for the 14-10 Indians. They're 2 games behind the 16-8 Twins. 3 wins in a row by the 12-11 for the 12-11 Kansas City Royals. 3 consecutive losses for the 8-15 White Sox as we speak. 14-10 Go-Go Mets have won 6 in a row as a tie with the 14-10 Nationals. 5 losses in a row for 10-13 Braves in Atlanta. 7 losses for the 5-18 Phillies. As it's owned by 4 games behind the 9-14 Marlins. 3 losses in a row for 16-10 Diamondbacks, but here come the Dodgers, 6-15-10. They won 3 games. 2 wins in a row for 10-15 Giants, as the National League West is heating up. And 5 wins in a row for 17-8 Rays, still looking tremendous. So are the 15-8 Yankees. 6 in a row as the Red Sox are 12-12. And 6 consecutive losses, 11-13 Blue Jays and 5-17 Orioles. Not looking good between both teams. But alright guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this morning. I'll tell you more in a second what's going to happen today. Hold up. Alrighty guys, Tigers are up to 6-18 this week. That's what I said from yesterday, guys. The Tigers have to keep on winning. And so as the Tigers are now 6-18 this season. And that's a good way to reach it back up there. That'll do it for me this morning. If you guys would want to catch more MLB 17 every 3 to 4 days a week managing the Tigers, make sure you guys smash the like button. Hit that red support button, stay connected. Tweet it out, share a comment, add it to a playlist. And if there's anybody in the chat that's been approved to get an account on that has a Facebook and a Twitter, you guys can share it, tweet it out, add to a playlist. When we watch our videos in full, we like the videos in full normally. We share the videos, tweet them out, add to a playlist. And we never ask anything back in return. As I told Vocab this morning, pay it forward and be rewarded. And she's like, yes, exactly. And I'm like, amen, amen, sister. Amen to that. So if you guys have any questions for the idol, you guys can vote. Because the idol's going to be coming up soon. Because my lover and I did practice last night a little bit on the phone. So, and besides, I missed her already after last night. So it won't be a problem. So this afternoon, you guys will have a new episode of Greedfall, and then Resident Evil 3 Nemesis tonight. I was going to do it yesterday, yesterday or the day after that, but didn't have the time to do it. But you guys will have a new episode of Greedfall this afternoon, and tomorrow morning. It's every Saturdays and Sundays. Final Fantasy VII Remake, new episodes this Thursday and Friday. Every Thursday and Fridays. BL3 every Tuesday, Wednesdays. Baseball every 3 to 4 days a week. Every week. And Resident Evil 3 Nemesis every 1 to 2 days a week. But other than that, there you go. I'm going to stop here this morning. I want to say thank you, Vocab. Thank you, always continuing to be a Christian. And thank you, Deadside, for stopping by. I'm going to restart again for my PS4 and see what happens with the chat for this afternoon. If not, we'll see what happens. Alright guys, that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope everybody's been good. Have a good morning. Be good to one another. Be kind to one another. And love one another. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'll see you again for Greedfall this afternoon. Be careful.